Following numerous number of envoys visiting the troubled mountain kingdom to aid a return to peace and stability, it is President Cyril Ramaphosa and the facilitation team on behalf of SADC that will mostly be disappointed that the omnibus bill, which encompasses key national reforms, has not been passed into law. This is following time constraints that activated automatic dissolution on the life of the 10th Parliament. Both houses of Parliament claim time as a factor to pass the bill. Maybe on that aspect of time, Basotho will be concerned a bit and say they pay the honorable members handsomely, and there were many times where it was more prayer than the actual bills. Is it because of lack of planning, lack of time? How do we say really we did not have time when there were so many occasions when it was just prayer?
Yes, no, as always, as I said, there were challenges within the portfolio committee, because any bill that is referred to a portfolio committee, the House has to wait for that committee to eventually work on it, because that's really where most work is done. That is a thorough work on any particular bill. So in those instances that you refer to, that simply means that the bill was not yet ready to be presented through its report to the House.
The failure of the House to pass this bill before the upcoming 2022 national elections will most likely raise a chain reaction of trust and commitment issues from many who sacrificed huge time and resources. Is there a recourse? Can the House be called as per the Constitution, or what could be a possible course of action? Perhaps speculating.
Yes, it's so difficult for me as an official to speculate, especially on a sensitive subject of this nature. But as you say, well, when looking at the Constitution, of course, what it is that can be done. One, of course, is now the issue of political will on all sides. And obviously consensus here is important for people to see that the importance of the reforms and the omnibus bill with regard to the country, as well as our friends, the developing partners, as well as within SADC. Obviously, almost everyone was interested to ensure that at least this particular bill goes through.
The civil society organizations believe that only the Constitution can free itself from its own entanglement.
If in the process of doing reforms, then time lapses for Parliament, and there is a provision in the Constitution that can rescue that, I would really say, for those who value reforms process and those who critically understand what it means, not to have this bill passed right at this moment, it will be befitting, I think, to declare this situation a state of emergency.
These unfolding developments in the kingdom will be keenly watched from all quarters.
I know that Lesotho has been supported extensively by development partners, and I also know that the reforms process has actually given Lesotho a particular identity with other nations, because we have been committed to correct, to strengthen institutions, to make sure that we deal with instability. That has given other countries hope that, look, Lesotho needs support because it is going in the right direction. So I think if we don't deliver that, that will taint that picture.
The ball is now in the court of the Council of State to either declare a state of emergency, recall the Parliament to complete and pass the omnibus bill, or simply announce the date of elections with the hope that the new 11th Parliament will pass the reforms bill, which can only have binding effect to the next 12th Parliament. Rapelang Khatebe, SABC News, Lesotho.